The Degrassi Junior High where the school is on fire. I was in a black and white plaid dress playing tag in the school at my grade 8 dance. And we were meant to go to the door, and back then we had some pyro, behind the door, flames, and there was fire people on site because they were supposed to light, and it was supposed to appear that the door was on fire. So Tessa was to touch the door handle, and ouch, it's hot. So we did a couple takes, and sure enough, third take, ouch, it's hot. And I actually opened the door, and the door was actually on fire. So our full faces were, everyone's like, so that was probably one of my most memorable. Another one would be in School's Out, Joey and I had a scene on a couch, which actually, and filmed in Stefan's real house because they used his house as Tessa's house. Stefan's real couch, as a matter of fact, too.
I had to go home and look at the couch every day. It's like, I got less action than they did in my house.
So we filmed the scene, and all of a sudden my parents come home, so I throw him off, and he goes running down the stairs, and actually, as he's going down the stairs in one of the takes, and if you watch School's Out, you'll see this scene, because they kept the scene, and he falls, and Joey hits the wall and knocks down pictures, completely not supposed to happen.
My mother's
falls down the stairs. Yeah, and I turn around, and I'm not facing camera now, because I'm watching Joey lead, and I'm laughing. You can actually see my shoulders. But I didn't think, the director's yelling, roll camera, continue, roll. I'm thinking, I gotta turn around now and look shocked. My parents are there, and I'm dying of laughter. And so I turn around, and you almost see me snicker in the scene, so there's a bit of a secret there, but you can, because I'm really trying to hold it together. So that was probably one of my favorites.
You're awesome.
It was really fun. It was a good time.
And you, Stacey?
I think, again, also in School's Out, it was kind of my best and my worst scene experience. We had to go, I went from having to be like super happy because Joey tells Caitlin that, I think it's when he proposes, he gives her the ring and everything, so she's like super happy. And then the director, because it was the same room, he wanted to turn around and go right to the scene where she's bawling and freaking out because she found out that he was cheating on her. And no, it was the other way around. I just did like the bawling scene, I think. And so I was like, and then we were gonna have to do another crying scene because you know how she like screams at him and then she goes into the room and she's like bawling. So I was all like getting myself all worked up to do that, and then I found out this is how it was. The director wanted to change it because of the lighting or something, and he wanted to do the happy scene. So I've been all like, I was all like ready to be like bawling and crying, and I said, oh, okay, so we're gonna do the scene where you're so over the moon and happy. And I was really upset. I was just like, and so the producer was like, okay, well I'm gonna talk to the director, and let's just do the other scene. And he had words with me of that because he was like, you're going to find out as you get older and more professional that he can't always accommodate you for these sort of things. And I was just like,
I've only been doing this for 10 years.
Yeah.
That's tough.
But whatever, so they did it, it was fine. But and it was a good scene. I liked the scene, I was happy with it, but I had to deal with that in my head that from now on, so I guess I'm not a professional actor.
It was tough, you know. They really, sometimes just to get us upset on camera, they would get us upset in real life. They would always say to me, Pat, we're gonna fire you. I'm like, what?
Pat, they meant that.
Roll camera!
It wasn't to make you upset, they meant that every day. Yeah. You can't steal cars, you can't
I signed the petition.
Next question, I want to hear another question.
So Degrassi dealt with a lot